ISEE 2024 E&E Show at Bombay Exhibition Centre, where people gave information about various departments and also shared information about the exhibition.
Panelists. And as we have Shilpa Rao up on stage from ISEE, we'd like to present all our panelists with a token of appreciation. So firstly to Mr. Rohit. Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. To Jane, thank you so very much. And Mr. Prashant Daria, thank you so very much, sir. As we get together for a photograph once again, thank you for all the inputs, your insights, your opinions.
So the infrastructure is growing across the country and the international. So what is your outlook and what do you think the opportunities for this sector?
Opportunities are great. I mean, I know it sounds a short answer, but the fact of the matter is we have got the largest number of airports being either developed or being redeveloped in this country. And how do you manage an airport without having elevators and escalators? We have got metro stations, metro rails networks all being expanded, and all those require elevators and escalators. But I would also like to add something that we are looking in terms of 20 million housing units to be delivered as per the commitment of our Prime Minister. Again, those housing units will not be possible without elevators. So we have a huge potential, and I think it's more than 25% growth year on year.
Okay. So against this backdrop, like we arranged the expo, and this is like from the past year. What is your experience? How this sector has been evolved over these years, basically? Like what changes, technological changes, innovation you have seen?
Technological innovation, the basics still remain the same. But what we have seen as a change from 2022 to now is that we have evolved standards which are now based on the international standards and ISO2024 So which makes us at par with any country in Europe or any country for that matter anywhere around the world. It's not that we had those standards, but we've just pushed it up to another level now. We can export, we can import, we can do everything because the standards are same anywhere in the world.
Okay. And when you put all these companies on one platform, like we are bringing together, like what was your idea? What was the objective behind it?
The idea is to get out of the silos that we operate in. So every company operates in its own silo. When we look beyond, we managed to expand our capabilities. We managed to get better ideas. That's the basic idea of putting this show together.
This question would be for the ma'am. So I'm just teasing this question as per the preparation point of view. So so kind of what is the backstory? How you have done the preparation? What goes behind this this mega expo? And from the last year to this year, the expo has been increased, the stalls has been increased. So how do you have done the preparation? What was the basically the backstory we need to know?
So ISEE, when we first launched ISEE in 2022, we were still the largest elevator exhibition in India with about 17,000 square meters. From there, for the second edition, we've grown about 50%. So today we are at 25,000 square meters. We have traveled internationally to a lot of markets promoting the exhibition. We have also promoted the exhibition in print media. We've given advertisement in Times of India across different cities in India. We have personally gone and met elevator companies across the world, and we've also participated in each and every elevator exhibition across the world to promote ISEE. So today, ISEE, being a 25,000 square meter show, we've got global representation, not only from Indian companies, but we've got companies from the US, we've got companies from China, we've got companies from Germany, Italy, Russia, and Turkey.
Okay. So when we are talking about the international companies participating in this expo, so now we are taking this question ahead and we are focusing on, next year we are focusing on the Africa. So basically we are putting this on the international stage. So what is your take on that?
So when we travel to Africa, we realize there's a big potential there in terms of the elevator industry, especially because development is at the peak in Africa, which is why we launched the exhibition there. And we're doing it with our partners in Africa. But we're not, even though the exhibition in Africa is concentrated, it's going to be in Kenya, in the world's largest exhibition center there. But we are going to be targeting the entire continent of Africa.
How it will create an opportunity for the Indian manufacturer to showcase there?
Because IC is anyway being sourced as a sourcing exhibition. So when we get clients to come from other countries to India to source, we're doing exactly that. We're also trying to take Indian companies to Africa.
Okay. And what are the challenges like you face organizing like expo like this? What the major challenges you face?
The first issue that we have is we in India found it very difficult to believe that we can be this big. I think that's been our biggest challenge. And today, I believe the industry recognizes that there is no place, there's no area, there's no space that will hold us back. We have the potential and we can do it.
Okay. Now the next question is on this only. So, what is the role of tax in the industry contribution? What do you offer?
When this is TAC as a person? The person or?
As a person and as a company.
I've been in this industry for more than 35 years. And the way I look at it is, this is my time to give back to the industry. I'm involved in the standards codes. I also run a trust which is focused on teaching children how to use elevators and escalators safely. I go around conducting workshops on teaching people how to do elevators better, teaching them on standards and codes. So in many ways, I think it's my time to give back to the industry, an industry which has served me so well.
Why choose Africa for the international? And
particular
please about the quiz. Holding the quiz first.
So talking about the international exhibition, I think that this will be the first time you are going international in terms of exhibition, right? So why choose Africa?
There are two reasons. The first reason is very emotional and personal. I grew up in Africa. Second is I do believe that Africa has great opportunity. And I think we as Indians, I think we are the closest there and we can give and provide service and support. And this is also a request that has come from the people in Kenya, Tanzania, and many other countries. They have requested. So it's just not a common thing, but I think it's a very logical direction.
Okay. Now see, the expo always have the mix of Indian manufacturers and the foreign manufacturers. So what do you think, what is the role of Indian companies plays among the major global players which come from which are the multinationals?
There used to be a time when it used to be only multinationals. That's changed. There are many Indian companies who can stand up to those multinationals and compete with them, both in terms of technology, in terms of safety, in terms of quality. And that belief comes only from within. And this expo has really helped build up that belief.
So, tell us about the theme of this panel, strategies of the first.
So, as we are progressing day by day, the role of in rapid urbanizations, the role of affordable and low-cost housing is becoming more and more important, not only from an elevator perspective, but also in general for our building industry. That is why when we were talking about the various topics that we could discuss to enlighten the audience, we felt that an important concept would be to discuss low-cost housing. So that is one of the main reasons why we had a panel discussion where architects, as well as the elevator industry, as well as MEP and building construction industry personnel were present. So that is the main reason why we've had this discussion.